Hi everybody, this is a video to just quickly show you how to take through Design Space the 3 SVGs that come in a bundle to make these octagonal vases, 8-sided vases with quite a narrow neck. You get 3 different versions. I'll bring this one in first. This is vase A, and it's the one that comes with, oops, get rid of that, start again, vase A, there we go. Yeah, it's the one that comes with a decorative floral decal for the front. This decal will work in card or vinyl. If you cut it in card, it will still stay in one piece. There's nothing that will drop out and any little pieces that you can lose. So you can cut it in whatever you like. When I made mine, I did it in heat treated vinyl and it went onto the paper really well. I thought it looked quite nice. Okay, so as usual, the first thing you need to do is convert those lines that come in as cuts but which actually need to be scores. We can't make them come in as score lines, you need to convert them. And with my SVGs, they always live in that first subgroup in the layers panel. A multi-part SVG with score lines will come into Design Space if it's been saved correctly in 3 groups. There's one overall group. You can tell it's a group because it's got this little downward pointing arrow you can toggle closed and open. So there'll be one overall group that contains everything, and within that there'll be 2 subgroups, and ideally all your scores will be in one and all your cut pieces will be in another. So to select those lines that you need to convert to scores, click on that first subgroup, just the name of it, that's the second line down in your layers panel. Then go over to your operations menu, click on basic cut and choose score from the drop down menu, and you can see that those lines have been converted now, and while they're still selected you need to ungroup them. So I'm working on the desktop version for PC. Ungroup is at the top of your layers panel. If you're on the mobile version it'll be somewhere down the bottom. Second step is to select all the coloured cut pieces, so you're just going to click on the name of that second subgroup in your layers panel, and all we need to do here is ungroup. And the third step is to select everything on canvas, and since you're in your layers panel anyway, quickest way to do that is to just click on that final group and ungroup that. So now everything on canvas is completely separate and you can attach individual score lines to individual pieces, because that's what you need to do. A lot of people who are not used to doing this make the mistake of selecting the whole SVG and attaching it, but you get a message then from Design Space that your project is incompatible with your machine because it's too big. So you're just going to select one piece at a time, and the quickest way to do that, I think, is to click on canvas somewhere near a piece, drag a box to more or less enclose it. You can just partly do it because all my score lines are compound paths anyway, like that. And once you've selected those 2, back over to your layers panel and down at the bottom you need attach. Again, that command will be somewhere else for you, but that's the name of the command you want. Attach the score lines to each individual piece that they relate to. And there we have it. You do get, as always, a PDF of really comprehensive instructions showing you how to assemble the vases with lots of photographs, and there's a diagram always at the beginning of those which explains what each piece are. But I'll just quickly say this is the tiny neck or the collar of the vase, and these are wall sections, and that's the very top section because that's the one that the collar of the vase peeps through and you glue it in place. And then these are the front or back faces, these 2 8-sided pieces, and this obviously is the decorative piece. I've designed this vase so that it will all cut from A4 on the standard mat. So if I select make it and choose A4, if you're using A4 you would need, yeah, it's going to say that they don't fit on A4, but they absolutely do. So just to make it easy, I'm just going to temporarily change the colour of those because they would be on a single A4 anyway, I think. I mean, they will cut from A4, look, they're 20 centimetres wide, so you've got a whole 10 millimetres to play with, so they definitely will. But if you select those 2, yeah, they're too wide. Right, so we'll just try that again. Click make it. That's the decal that's going to cut on a piece of A4 or a piece of vinyl, whatever you're using. Yes, it's not letting us choose A4 for those. So you're just going to choose 12 by 12, but it absolutely will cut from A4. I've just cut all mine from A4. Just use your standard mat, pop a piece of A4 in the normal place that you would, in that top left hand corner, and it will cut from A4 if that's what you want to use. And these, we'll choose A4 here. Yep, so you'd need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 A4s and whatever you're cutting your decal out of for this vase. I'm not going to cut it, I got lots, so I'll press cancel. That's that one. And I'll bring in vase B, which is the one with just the plain but inset overlay. So it sits within the front or back of the vase with a 12mm margin all the way around the edge. And again, we need to do the score line, so we're going to just click on the name of that first subgroup, second line down in your layers panel, go to your operations menu, choose score, and while they're selected, ungroup them. Second step, select the cut pieces and ungroup them. Third step, select everything and ungroup it. And then we just need to attach the score lines to the individual pieces. I'm just going to do Alt A on my keyboard because it's a little bit faster. There we go. And no scores on those, obviously. So we'll click make it again. And we're going to have the same. They are the inset. They're the inset overlays, so they for sure do cut on A4. But again, you get that funny thing now. It just disappears completely. So again, because we know that they will sit on one on their own, just going to make those any different colour. It doesn't matter. Those are now, yeah, those are the actual front and back of the vase. So again, you're going to choose 12 by 12 but use A4 if that's what you want to use. If you use 12 by 12, obviously you don't have that problem. Those are the inset overlays and these are the wall sections, and they will all fit on A4. But interestingly, you know, you'd make those separate. I was going to change some colours, but they would definitely be different, wouldn't they? So all this you will actually cut from the same colour, chances are, and those would be your decorative overlays. I'm just going to do that again because I didn't count the pages, did I? So those are the front and back. So you'd need an A4 or a 12 by 12 for those. Those are the inset overlays, so you'd need 2 A4s there. And these are the walls, so you would need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 A4s altogether for that solid inset overlay. Okay, so now we'll bring in the vase C, which has this wavy, quite nice decorative overlay, which is meant to look like waves, sort of. Okay, so again, select that first subgroup in your layers panel, just click on the name of it, second line down, operations menu, choose score and ungroup. Select the cut pieces and ungroup, select the whole SVG and ungroup. And now we're going to attach the score lines. I'm just doing Alt A on my keyboard, it's a little bit faster. Okay. So I am. Yeah, let's choose 12 by 12 for this. Since we absolutely know we can. They will cut from A4, so don't worry, if you want to use A4 you can. But I'm just going to use 12 by 12 and then we can see how many 12 by 12s it takes. Yep, so if you're using 12 by 12, you can cut the whole vase from 6 sheets of 12 by 12. 2 for the decorative overlays. You would only just use 1 if you were only going to put it on the front of your vase, which you could do. You're never going to see the back, are you? But there we are, 6 sheets of 12 by 12 if you want to cut it on that size. Okay, so it's quite simple really. If you have any questions when you come to cut it or assemble it, don't hesitate to get in touch. I'm always happy to help. You can contact me on Etsy or Facebook, and the links to do that are in the description below. And if you've just stumbled across this video and you'd like to buy the SVG, the links to do that is also in the description below. Thanks a lot. Bye.